Hi everyone. Today's video is birria and birria or quesabirria tacos. So here's what we have for ingredients. We've got some Roma tomatoes, some white onion, some garlic, cumin, cloves, salt and pepper, Mexican oregano and marjoram, and then guajillo peppers and ancho pepper. And I'm using chuck roast. I know some people use short ribs, and the original is goat. But these are the things I'm doing. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take the seeds out of, so basically we clean, take the seeds out of the peppers, and then we will soak the peppers in hot water. We'll do that right on the griddle so you can see that when I move over. We'll soak the peppers just to rehydrate them. And then you take all your vegetables and spices and peppers and make the sauce for the meat. So we'll blend that all together. But let's start with de-seeding. And I'm just going to de-seed right on this paper towel here. I use a kitchen scissors. You can use probably anything you want that works for you, right? You'll just, probably more skilled people just send their thumb right up like an envelope kind of a thing. But and then you just open it up and get all the seeds out. Kind of keep doing that until you're done. And then we'll briefly roast them before we put them in the water. So now we're going to roast our peppers, tomatoes, onions. Get some oil down. The peppers you just want to do short, quickly, and we're not for a long time. Otherwise they'll get bitter. Griddle, I guess I never said this, but the griddle head was preheated. I think I almost always preheat my griddle. Can't think of a time I haven't. The water that our peppers are going to go to, the rehydrator in there. Let's throw that in the water to rehydrate. And put my meat down. I don't always do it. A lot of times I like to do things really quick and easy, so I don't take the time to brown the meat. I just throw it. Alright, I'm going to take my onion off. I don't actually want it to get soft at all. Really, I just blacken it up a little bit, roast it up a little bit. I'll just put it in the blender. And no need to be perfect. We're going to be in a slow cooker till it gets tender, falls apart. I know other folks will do it, you can do it in a pot instead of a slow cooker, of course. You can do it in a Dutch oven. I like the slow cooker because I can do all this really quick. Dump it in the slow cooker. It can stay there, half the day or all day. I think it'd probably be, if I had to guess, on high 4 to 5, 6 hours maybe, and on low 6 to 8 hours. So I can just dump it in there. It all cooks together. The sauce, the meat. The chilies are ready. Let's go ahead and take them out and put them in our blender. Whew. I'm also going to take a little bit of this water and just put that in there as well. What our blender's looking right now. Alright, we've got our chilies, onion, and tomato in there. Now let's go ahead and put our herbs and spices and salt and pepper in there. We talked about that earlier. That's cloves and ground cumin, salt and pepper, marjoram and Mexican oregano, and 5 cloves of garlic. Mine are chopped up. If I had whole cloves, I would have roasted those as well. Blend it up. And dump our sauce right over our meat. Dump the sauce right over the meat. I'll probably add probably 4 cups of water. So that's how she looks. I'll bring it in, cook it in the slow cooker until the meat's tender, falls apart on its own. Shred it up, but I'll probably add 4 cups of water, maybe 6, right? Because we want to make our soup. If you don't want to make a soup, then you can just go ahead and cook it like that. You can cook it in sauce. If you know you're going right to tacos, there's enough liquid in there that you can cook it like that. Our birria is done. Again, remember I did mine on the slow cooker. It took about 6 hours on high for the meat to become pull apart tender. I took out some of the meat to use for our tacos, left some in the soup. So here's sort of a, hopefully you can see that. Here's sort of a picture of the soup. It is just, you know, everything, all our ingredients. Then we just add some cilantro, white onion on top, and a bunch of lime juice. And it's really good. If you haven't had it, I know a lot of folks have had it as a taco because that's sort of the thing the last couple of years. But if you haven't had the actual soup, it's really good. Now let's go ahead and make our tacos. Dip it in there and throw it down. Messy but tasty. If you were making these, you could probably be a lot more efficient with your griddle than I am. There's plenty of room. This is a 30% griddle. But I don't got too many of them. I'm going to throw our cheese down because cheese and the meat. Oh, come on, stay there. The key, just like with a quesadilla at a burrito, is to not overfill them so you can fold them over. Inevitably, let's be honest, I'm going to overfill it. But we'll do it anyway. So easy, so flavorful, especially if you do it. Well, I mean, I guess a pot and a Dutch oven aren't hard either, right? But doing things in a slow cooker for sure is just so easy. Softened up enough. I'm going to put my cheese and my meat, and that's it. Fold them over. I like to push them down a little bit. Move that one over. I love the smell of a cooked corn tortilla. Well, I'm thinking almost maybe a little more cheese in there. What do you guys think? You know what I would be interested in as we're waiting for this to cook is how many folks... All right, see, a little cheese sent it right over the top. Now they're too full. That's all right. I didn't mind a slow cooker. One thing I'd like to try is a pressure cooker. So if there's anybody that's watching this that's not in a pressure cooker, I would love to hear what the specs are for that, you know. Cheese and meat. The other thing we could do... You don't have to throw them on here. Seriously, you can just open them up on the plate. I just happen to have them. Hopefully it's in your line of sight there. Open them up a little bit. And add in our onion. Whew. Gonna open them before your cheese starts. And your cilantro. Look at that cheese just gooing all over. Should have actually mixed the cilantro and the onion because in the end I think that was all I was using them for anyway, so I could have mixed them and not had two parts to do. And then I also like to add just a little, for me, let's go with some lime. Throw some lime on there. Done. And as always, thank you for choosing this video and taking the time to watch. Hope you enjoyed.